It's a classic piece of internet folklore, born right out of the code of one of the biggest games on the planet. So picture this. It's 2011. A player is starting a new game, and they type in a seed, the code that generates the whole world, and boom, they spawn right in the middle of a village. A perfect start, or so you think. Now, if you've played this kind of game, you know this is like hitting the jackpot. Spawning in a village means you've got shelter, food, resources, everything right from the get-go. At first, it all seemed completely normal. So let's just lay it out nice and simple. The year? 2011. The action? Some random seed gets typed in. The result? A village spawn. So far, so good, right? There's absolutely no hint that the game's own rules were about to get weird. But as our player starts to look around, these little inconsistencies start popping up. That perfect start begins to feel, well, a little off. This is where things start to unravel. The first thing? No villagers. Not a single one. A village is kind of defined by its villagers, but the place was a ghost town. Okay, strange, but not impossible, I guess. Then there's this. All the doors to all the houses were just hanging wide open. It gives you this feeling like everyone just up and left in a massive hurry. It's a small detail, but it adds to this growing sense of unease. And get this, the farms, they weren't overgrown or anything. They were freshly harvested. The crops were gone. The soil was still tilled. This doesn't just suggest the place is empty. It suggests someone was just here. And the last little detail that just seals the deal, all the torches around the village are still lit, still burning bright. They haven't burned out. The whole place feels lived in, like moments ago. So you start to add it all up, right? No people, but the doors are open, the food's been picked, the lights are on. It really feels like you just missed somebody, doesn't it? Like you walked in seconds after they walked out. And this wasn't just a quick look around either. Our player, probably getting a little creeped out by now, spends a solid 20 minutes searching. I mean, they checked every house, every corner of the village, just looking for any sign of life. And after all that searching, the conclusion was impossible to ignore. There was nothing. No villagers, no animals, nothing alive. The entire village was just frozen at the exact moment everyone vanished. Okay, so just when you think it can't get any weirder, just as our player is about to write it all off as a spooky, empty glitch, the situation goes from strange to downright chilling. The silence is about to break. Out of nowhere, in the dead quiet, he hears it. Footsteps. That unmistakable sound. After 20 minutes of being totally alone, you can bet he whipped around looking for who or what was there. And he saw nothing, just empty space. The sound was there, but the source? It was gone. A complete phantom. So now you've got this battle going on in your head, right? Your ears are screaming, I heard footsteps. But your logical brain is trying to find an explanation, telling you, no, relax, it was just lag. And look, lag is super common. We've all been there. It's just a delay, a glitch where the game can't keep up. A sound plays for a creature that never actually appeared on screen. It's plausible. So that's what he does. He chalks it up to a simple bug, logs off for the night, and tries to forget about it. But the story doesn't end there. Because when the player came back, he discovered one final problem. One that couldn't just be explained away by lag. This was something that broke one of the game's most fundamental rules. The timeline is pretty straightforward. He logs off for the night. The next morning, he logs back in, probably expecting to see that same creepy, empty village waiting for him. Except he wasn't there. He logged in to a completely different location. His spawn point, the anchor that ties his character to that spot in the world, had moved. And in this game, there's only one way for a player to change their spawn point. You have to sleep in a bed. And this number right here is the whole mystery. 0. That's how many new beds the player had said. He never slept in one, never clicked on one, never did the one and only thing you're supposed to do to change your spawn point. It should have been impossible. And that's where the legend leaves us. That's the final, chilling question that turned a series of glitches into a full-blown digital ghost story. I mean, sure, it could all be some weird, long-forgotten bug from an early version of the game, but the story took hold for a reason. It leaves us all wondering, If the player didn't change his own anchor to that world,